What up, guys? It's EB One-on-One Boxing, and today we're going to talk about Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. This fight is being hyped up since the incident of Mike Tyson hot boxing show where Ali sat back, says, I have Gervonta on the phone while Ryan Garcia and Mike Tyson were talking, and there was a little argument.
Rounds. I don't care. You're on pause. 2 rounds.
Right?
2 rounds. You're going to sleep. 2 rounds.
And Ryan Garcia said in 2 rounds, he said he needed, Gervonta needed a ladder or stairmaster. I know a lot of people were capping on him. He was responding. I think it was a hype moment for them live, and they kind of confirmed verbally the fight was next. I still don't believe it until it's actually signed. At this time that I'm checking, it wasn't signed. So hopefully it is not stopped by Mayweather or Golden Boy. It could be both, but right now a lot of people are saying Mayweather might stop it because he wants to protect that. Is it too soon for this fight to happen? Yes and no. I feel like this fight has a lot of hype already, and we don't want that hype to die down. But are they at their all-time levels of superstardom where this fight could be down the road? No, I think there is still, this thing could still grow into a bigger fight, but this is the mentality they're having, right? This is the beauty of having this mentality. They're both a little bit greener. I know. I think Ryan is a little bit greener than Davis, but he's challenging himself. He's trying to be great. I know there's David Haney right there, and a lot of people were like, no, he's ducking him and this and that. But it's kind of hard to say he's ducking him when the crowd in itself after the fight against Luke Campbell, he said, who do you guys want? And the crowd like overwhelmingly said, we want Tank. We want Tank. Right? In this fight, it's a little bit convenient about the height factor because Gervonta Davis is like 5'5", and I think Ryan Garcia is like 5'9", 5'10", around there, and then the reach advantage. But this is a lot of people criticize it because of David Haney, but this is the fight that the people want to see, and the most important part is we the people who do we want to see fight and popularity. This is not about race. It's not like, oh, why is this guy avoiding this guy? At the end of the day, these two fighters sell a lot more seats than David Haney, and hopefully David Haney is able to come back and start growing his own following and fight any of the top lightweights, and hopefully he's not avoided, because I don't want him to be avoided either, because I do respect him, and even though he doesn't have the style and the appeal the fighters have, I still respect the skill that he has, right? So this is a hype moment because it happened on a show. Mike Tyson was super excited. You could hear it in his face. It was like, he's talking mad stuff about you. What are you going to do? And kind of almost pressured Davis, because Davis had sent out a tweet and it got erased about something about wanting to fight. And I think it's his promoters or managers, whoever it is, that made him probably delete it. But this is a fight that would be very important for the lightweight division, just to clear out some of the top names. It is probably close to 50-50. Like, just if you go on measurements of the body, you would go with Ryan Garcia. Experience, Davis, and skill, he has a little bit more skill. But that plays into a role. We can't confirm who's going to win until it happens. Both have speed, both have power. And I would give the edge probably, I don't know, it's hard. I'll probably give Ryan the edge, just the height, but it wouldn't surprise me if Tank just knocks him out, or it could be, I think this fight ends in a knockout stoppage or something. It could be a great fight, and hopefully it does happen. So shout out to Ali Satback for making this, and just pop and blow up in the internet. I think a lot of boxers know who he is. I follow his channel. I've called into his channel and asked him a couple questions. Yeah, he gets a lot of criticism sometimes of the questions that he asks, and he overexaggerates some of the things. But that's his style, man. He, respect what he does, and he's done it for many years, and he, is connected in the boxing community where he has that trust to, hey, let me call him and he's answering and I put you on the spot, but it's necessary at one point, because if he doesn't do that, we don't get this excitement. Maybe Mayweather doesn't feel pressure to make this fight happen, and Tank wants this fight. Ryan wants this fight. It's just more of the politics, and we could remove that, then we the fans are the winners. So after this fight, if it does happen, then hopefully other fighters just have that same mentality. Hey, I need to challenge myself. I can't just be protecting that. Oh, I can't just fall back and try and be defensive or avoid this fighter or that fighter. So don't get me wrong. I want them to fight Haney, and Haney, I want him to step up in game and look a little bit better. You can still look really impressive, even with just boxing skills. Complete domination, and even though he beat and won every single round versus Gamboa, I feel he could still have done a little bit better. Just but also the talking, it plays in the role. It adds to the character, and David Haney, if he can start talking a little bit more and smack or be more outlandish, not so much, right? Because I still want him to be him, but just a little, come out a little bit more with a little more flair. All right, and that's it, guys. Comment down below if you think this fight's gonna happen, and if so, which fighter you think is gonna win, and in which round. If it's a KO, please put it down. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.